Hey, hey, hey. 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 What's up, 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 subscribers? Dun, 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 dun. All right, that was a layered joke. I just didn't want to name the company due to reasons. Hey, welcome. Welcome to this video where I brave myself through the horrors of hardcore. And actually, I got inspired to give this shit a little twist. It's an old Southern saying. Let me get my notebook because I actually wrote shit down. I want to look like Timothy Dalton. That's essentially it. Jesus Christ. I've been watching this documentary on Disney called Chris Hemsworth's Limitless. It's not the movie. That's the other blonde dude. Um, but it's actually quite a good show because Chris Hemsworth is sort of going on this workout journey, as it were, and he's explaining a lot of things about um, working out for health. He's really trying to push that I'm healthy agenda, even though I'm on steroids. And it's actually working. It's pretty good. He's pretty good at it as well. And they actually have a very famous guy called Peter Attia who's explaining cool stuff. So apparently, get this: if you work out, you unlock buffs in your body. It's no different than having rested bonus XP. There are these things in your body that get activated when you work out. They are called myonics. And myonics sort of that's the cardio dust. When you take a run or you cycle like for 2 hours a week, apparently somewhere in your body there are these things that make you de-age. So not only does it stop you from aging, but they actually build up stuff that reverses aging. I'm quoting the series, honest to God. So it looked cool and scientific, and Peter Tia was behind it, so I'm gonna believe it, I guess. Peter Tia is one of those Joe Rogan gurus. So yeah, I'm definitely on board with that. And then also he said something about mitochondria, which is sort of like an ancient memory in your muscle. And when you use that, it fights off infections, several types of cancers, and yeah, other things that make you ill. It boosts your immune system and stuff like that. And apparently, you should. I don't know if you guys know the series Guyver. It's I don't know. It didn't age well, but it was one of the shows that David Hayter was in actually, and that show was about a guy who entered this bionic carapace, as it were. And you should look at your muscles as sort of natural armor. But it's also interlinked. It's like a hive mind of your body. So that got me motivated to work out. The thing is, though, and also I watched License to Kill, which also always motivates me to work out. But the thing is, I actually I have a small injury. It's nothing serious. My left toenail got loose, which hurts and it bleeds, but I took care of it quite quickly and I kept an eye on it. It's not infected or anything. Otherwise, I would go like Bob Marley. But no, it's actually quite safe. But I can't really go boxing or climbing or anything with the toe, and whenever I can't do something, I want to do it. I have that mindset. So immediately I was like, oh, I want to work out. How am I going to work out? And then I just worked out. I just did it. Um, and it was just weights and a couple of push-ups. And I think I'm going to take the opportunity to take a rest for a couple of weeks and secretly exercise just to get the body moving. But with that, I actually have a plan that can tie well into these hardcore videos, because the people that watch these videos are relatively large in number. Like I have 107 subscribers, and the videos get 100 views just when I do this. Now, relatively, that's nothing. I'm aware of that, but just for the sake of argument, picture that this channel gets notified on people's phones, and that's hundreds of people. So my work, quote unquote, is in 100 people's pockets. This is a very intimate relationship I have with my followers, and I'm just doing this, and I'm playing my D&D episodes in the background. It's easy enough, but maybe I should add something to it. And I am a fervent follower of the Sober October trend, albeit that I haven't drunk in 2 months for also medical reasons. And furthermore, because I'm into Sober October now, I always challenge myself, and I'm also stopping drinking coffee. Add to that I'm eating quite clean, because I made sure that we just don't buy any sweets in the house, and then I just outsource my laziness because I don't want to go to the store, which makes me healthy in the long run. And I am actually losing weight. I'm 99 kilos right now, which is still heavy, but it's on the right track. The thing is, now that I've also stopped coffee, and I quit drinking, and I don't eat a lot of crap, I'm actually sort of reverting back to a biological factory reset, as it were. And it's always an opportunity to work out, and then I don't do it because I'm like, fuck it. So I actually want to use this channel to motivate me forwards to exercise. And I'm going to take Chris Hemsworth's advice here. I'm going to go for health and longevity, not aesthetics. Although if I could look anything like him, I would definitely do it. But that's not the point. The point is, I guess the point is to DH and, do some cool things. Speaking of cool things, okay, so let me get you through a couple of things. Where do I start the story? I have no idea. I'll just talk. I was watching my favorite James Bond movie, A License to Kill. And it's my favorite James Bond movie for a very simple reason. The bad guy is amazing. Sanchez, his name is. And Timothy Dalton, to me, is the best James Bond to look up to. Because he's a character in a movie that was shot in the 80s. So it's very coke-fueled and explosions, and every girl throws themselves at him. But he remains sort of... he remains in control, and he doesn't fall into temptation. He just sort of smiles it away, and he has a suave way of dealing with it. And I think I want to be like that if I were to be James Bond. And truthfully, who in their right mind, especially this day and age, among men, doesn't want to be fucking James Bond? I mean, I never particularly wanted to become James Bond. I'd rather just be a nerd that sits behind his PC and plays games where he sort of deals with the fact that he's bald and bearded. But having said that, aiming to be like James Bond is not that bad of a deal, because he's a very capable guy. His goals are always noble and sort of businesslike, and a lot of the things he does are actually shitty. Like, he flies a chopper, he kicks people's asses. Like, he must be tired all day long, and it's not a particularly nice life, but it's sold as a cool life. Because it's, he's highly capable of the things that he does. And I think I want to feel something like that as well. So here's what I'm going to do. And of course, all in recreational, um, under the guise of recreation. Now, before I detail what I'm going to do, let me explain to you why I'm going to do it. I've been having a relatively tough year. Um, nothing, nothing very difficult in terms of, I'm not ill or anything, but I had to go to the hospital a couple of times. A dear colleague of mine died, which was pretty scary, and I had to take over his work. Um, and all in all, I sort of have to find my groove again. I think that's fair to say. And in the meantime, this channel and playing video games has been very cool and very fun. But the thing is, right, whenever I stopped drinking, I realized that I became a little boring. Now, this is why a lot of people can't maintain their absence of alcohol, because you're just like, I'm missing out. But the thing that you're really missing out, I think, is you're in need of a mission. Because, I mean, alcohol is lovely, don't get me wrong, but there's the whole culture around it that makes it so motivating to drink. It's like you had a tough day, but there's a beer at the end of your workday. Dude, are you kidding me? A cold beer, a nice Heineken to reward your endeavors? See, that's a mission. That's the reward of a quest. Now, with that absent, it's very difficult for people to, to even hang out, because it's such a social currency as well, alcohol is. Now, I realize now that I've been quitting alcohol for 2 months, which I've never done, by the way. It's crazy. I drank since I was 18, and I don't think I've ever... Well, no, I stopped drinking when I was, I think, 20. I just forgot it, really. But ever since then, I always drank. And now that I've quit, I'm actually finding this simmering need for a goal. And I think that I'm at the age, I'm also maturing a little bit. I think I'm at the age, and I guess you can relate to this, that I'm in need of a mission or a project, right? I just need a thing. So I was looking and I was writing, I was going over my stuff, I was reflecting. I do a lot of journaling, and I actually realized that there's a lot of potential with having you as my viewers, and also at having a sort of overarching goal with this hardcore gameplay that I'm doing. Because it's weird, I don't really care that much for WoW classic hardcore, because I'm like, well, if he's dead, I'll probably stop playing it. But what if I make a fucking challenge out of it? So here's what I got. First of all, I'll have to exercise even though my toe is fucked. So I'll have to find a way around that. But here's what I got. It's sort of a stack of penalties whenever I die on hardcore. And it's going to stack up till, I think it was 10 deaths. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's it. So if I die 10 times, I'll have the most difficult workout that I've always been saying that I wanted to do, but I've never got around to. Because I want to sound cool, but I've never done it. It sounds way too scary for me. So here's what I got. First of all, I'm going to reset my entire workout exercise schedule. I've been going hard for the last, I want to say, from January till June, I had been going quite hard. And then I went the hardest in July, and around August and September I stopped. And now I'm sort of back at it again, and then my toenail got fucked. So it's an opportunity for me to reset the whole thing, right? So here's what I got. If I die once in this game, I have to do an extra kettlebell routine. So I follow the Pavel Tatsulini kettlebell routine. Look it up. And I did like 3 sets of 8 reps. But I am ready because I've been training it for a while. My norm was to do it for 6 sets of 12 reps. And that actually showed a lot of results. So if I die in this game, I have to add an extra kettlebell training of the Pavel Tsatsouline 6 times 12 reps cycle. Now, all the while, I'll be exercising bit by bit to regain my strength, okay? If I die a second time, then I have to do an extra kettlebell training and a dumbbell training. Now, with the dumbbells, I just do curls, and I do like sort of, I'm not sure what they're called. I sort of curl them up towards my shoulder. And I do those for, again, 6 sets of 12 reps. It feels good. That's why I do it. I don't really have big muscles or biceps because I'm tall, but I love the feeling of doing them. Now, if I die 3 times, that means I have to do the kettlebell, 6 sets of 12 reps, the dumbbell curls, 6 sets of 12 reps, and then after that I'll have to do deadlifts. Now, the deadlifts I'm careful with. I'm going to do those 3 sets of 8 reps. The weight is, I don't know, I think it's 50 kilos. And all of this is heavy for me, by the way. I'm not trying to go any higher because I don't have the money to buy more equipment. So that's why I do the 6 sets of 12 reps, because that sort of encapsulates functional strength. It's a cool word to use. I don't really know what it means. Now, if I die 4 times, then I have to do kettlebell, dumbbell, deadlift, and I have to go for a run. I am able to run for about 20 minutes, like a jog, and I can definitely increase that to 40 minutes. So that will be something I'll be working on.
Safe travels. See you soon.
Come on. Sorry.
You got my attention.
There we go. All right. So, having said that, if I die, where was I? I said I was dying. Oh yeah. So 4 deaths. That's extra kettlebell, dumbbell, deadlift, run. Now, if I die 5 times, I have to do extra kettlebell, dumbbell, deadlift, and I have to run twice. So that's 5 deaths actually equals 5 days of exercise. Only exceptions are injury or sort of sense of injury, like wear and tear, and illness. If I have a cold, I'll stop. Also, one thing that I failed to mention, so I stopped drinking coffee, but I have such a strict regimen, and not at all by my own doing. This sort of just came about as working life got a hold of me. I wake up every day at 6, and I sleep instantly around 10. It's like at 10 I go to bed, and within 1 minute I'm out. So that's another superpower that I have. And also another superpower that I have, which makes me not miss any alcohol or extremely fun moments. I dream very vividly, so every night it's on. It's like a movie. And if you have trouble having cool dreams, play a lot of video games. That's my tip. Use and play colorful video games. I think it will do something to your dreams. Sort of those colorful fever dreams. That's what I have every night. I love them. I also write them down. Try to analyze them if I have time. At any rate, if I die 6 times, Then I have to do a kettlebell exercise, a dumbbell exercise, the deadlift exercise, 2 runs, and I'm gonna do yoga. Yoga is something I always postpone. I never really enjoy it, but it makes me feel so much better. It's so good for your mobility. Like I have a very bad knee due to grappling, and I also have I don't remember what it's called, but it's fucking terrible. I have what are they called? I forget what it's called. Um, Let me just. No, it's not that. Yeah. I have a weak pelvic bones. Um, and they always play up when the temperature changes. I have to do yoga to relieve the pain sometimes. And that actually made me fall in love with yoga because yoga first seemed to me to be a little bit I don't know. It just seemed to be so difficult to really attain any skill. But if you open up your mind to restorative yoga, it's actually really fun. You start to think of your body as a MMORPG and you're sort of healing up. So that's definitely something that I would incorporate. If I die 7 times, then I have a full week of workouts ahead of me. So it's going to be kettlebell, uh, dumbbell, deadlift. Then it's going to be 2 runs and 2 yoga sessions. Now you might think, all right, how are you going to do the extra if you already have them? See, the thing is, the chances of me actually doing all these exercises in a row is quite minimal. So if I have the channel and if I have a hardcore death to keep me accountable, at least I'll have the experience of doing it in a row. See, here's the thing with plans. If you never try them out, you never know how they feel. So it's an exception for me to do them in a row, but it is definitely something that would happen if I were to lose in this game. Right? So, and I'll have to work out alongside it and exercise alongside it to practice it. It's as if I'm gonna do a dungeon of workouts when I die, and the regular days are like my quests to train for that, if that makes sense. I think it does make sense. All right, what are we gonna do? Bring rumble shots and off the road to Anvilmar. No, we're not doing that. No, we don't care. We're gonna go back to Stormwind. And then we're gonna do all those quests that are there. And we're not gonna die, I think. Hey, guys, get this. If I were to die 8 times, then I'm going back to CrossFit. CrossFit is scary. It's not necessarily healthy, but and it's also kind of how do you say? It's sort of stern in its expectations. Like they want you to do it together, they want you to hang out, and they want you to sort of have a group effort kind of thing. But if you say yes to all those things, it feels amazing. I'm telling you, it feels like you're on Ninja Warrior or something, and you're trying to figure it out together, and you're really helping each other. So that's a fucking cool feeling that I haven't had ever. So because I wasn't good at team sports, I never really did that. But with CrossFit, I get the feeling that there's that, and there's that personal record thing that's sort of addicting. And then they also add fucking workouts that were done by ex-Navy SEALs. It's a whole shebang that's amazing. So, oh, there we go. So yeah, I'm having a blast with CrossFit, but I haven't done it in a year because of that colleague that passed away. I really had to. I had to play Doom Eternal and focus on work. That was my first 2 months, and then I had this channel going in the background, just to really keep my mind of things. Bless you. Because of your name. I know. I'm funny. So yeah, I'll be returning to CrossFit after 8 deaths of hardcore. And I might mix it up, by the way, because I'm also having a ton of fun with Diablo 4 at the moment. So I might mix it up to a Diablo play and a WoW classic play. I think that's fun to do. So yeah. If I die 9 times, guys, and this is at the bit where I really have to figure out what I'm gonna do, because if I die 9 times, that means I have to go to do CrossFit, and the next day I need to do bouldering, so climbing. I've been climbing for, I think I've done it 4 times or 5 times in the last 6 months. It's amazing. It's fun. It's challenging. It gets your head off things. And a colleague of mine is actually doing it. I got dragged into it by a very lovely friend of mine, but she can't do it anymore. But this colleague, who I also find to be a cool guy, is doing it as well, and he wants to take me, so we might jive well with that. I also want to be better than him at work, so the competitiveness in me is sort of searching with that goal in mind. And then, guys, then I have done CrossFit and fucking bouldering in a row. Okay. And the only thing I have to do is die in this fucking game. And at the 3rd time, I'm gonna do what I like to call the trilogy. No, it's not the trilogy. I think I'm gonna call it Castle Wall. That's gonna be the name of the workout. Because first I have to do CrossFit, sort of get the logs, get the battering rams, pushing shit, lifting the axe, attacking the gates. And then I have to climb the fortified wall, and then I have to box on the wall, like they did in Vikings. Yeah. And if I manage to do that, well, then I have died 10 times, first of all. But I think I'm gonna give myself a tattoo as a reward. I have a couple of tattoos. By the time I'm dying for 10 times in a row, with this regiment, I'll probably be buff. I think so. As for supplements, I'll be just eating clean, first of all. So I already eat quite clean. I eat a lot of cucumber. I eat a lot of cottage cheese. And I have some creatine somewhere. And protein shakes stuff. And I think that those will do it. If not, well, not much I can do. I don't think I'm gonna use steroids. Seems to be
Well met.
it doesn't.
Careful.
It's not for me. But I will say this: what I'm looking forward to is I'm a relatively tall guy. I'm 6'3". I am bald. I have a beard. People say I look like a Viking. So if I'm less fat and more muscular, then I look fucking cool at the end of this. Maybe sort of like this. Can you imagine looking like this? Whoa. That's a goal. So yeah. And all I have to do is but I will make sure that I do this quite well, because I'll probably do that on my own, because these types of workouts that I just mentioned, they're not fun at all. It's going to be sacrificing a lot of spare time where I could have been playing World of Warcraft. So this is going to be my only downtime. I'm also going to stream some other games, by the way, but it seems that the algorithm and the most success I get on YouTube revolves around this, and also a lot of subscribers subscribe because of WoW. So I figure why not add a physical exercise challenge on it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long I'll last. Doesn't mean that I won't exercise if I don't die. I'll actually have to exercise because, man, imagine going into a streak of fucking boxing, bouldering, and CrossFit without proper training beforehand. That's going to be so dangerous. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to prepare well for that. 4 chunks on Stonefields Farm. Where is that? Where is Stonefields Farm? Is it here? Actually, don't know. Kill Princess. Stonefield Farm. Okay. I was playing D&D today with my mates. They're level 20, they're at the final mission, and I almost TPK'd them. It was fucking disastrous. I never in a million years would have thought that would happen, but it almost did. They're all low on HP. I mean, to be fair, I put a lot of CR 19s in there, but they went straight in and battled. So, joke's on them a little bit. But it's, it would have been pretty worrisome if they died. But one of them did go unconscious, but he got picked up by the other. Pretty scary. And the next session is probably going to be sort of, I guess, sort of Rambo-like. Like they have to get to the chopper that's going to take off, and they have to shoot off the enemy. I think that's Commando, by the way, because when I said get to the chopper, I immediately thought of our nice Austrian friend. You know, wow. If you have the muscle, you have to use it. That's a terrible... I can do a way better Schwarzenegger. Hold on. When I worked for Conan the Barbarian, people thought, you cannot do it. And I showed them that I could do it. Nah. No, it's off. It's because I can hear my own voice. Hold on. Wow. This is what I sound like now. Wow. Get to the chopper. Real quick. The muscle has to pump. Oh, now I got it. This is the voice. I am the governor. Right. Enough. All right. Hey, guys. Why don't I play a nice song that I made? I made this song because I watched a movie called The Strangers. It's a great movie, and there was a guy in there who was was like a serial killer, and at one point he goes crazy and he said something to the tune of, "There's a black lake stuck in my eye." And I made a dungeon synthy song out of that. But I have to say, I have to look for different sample packs because I've used all of these that I used for the last year. So yeah, let me put on the song. Oh yeah, and I can talk about something else in the mean. Because someone asked me if I could do a tutorial video on how to use Midjourney for your D&D adventures. Which, it's not hard at all. You just need a subscription for Midjourney, essentially. But I will definitely tell them how to do it. Might be fun. So yeah, that will be a next video. I'll make a short tutorial on how to use Midjourney or AI in general for your D&D adventures. Oh, what's a Boris died here?
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't carry you. That's still the charge. That spell isn't ready yet. Inventory is full. I can't cast it yet. That's still the charge. That spell
Shit. Okay. I got this, I got this, I got this.
How generous. I can't carry you.
All right.
Inventory is full. I'm out of range.
with you. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
How are you? See you later. Good day to you. Have a good one.
I know I fucked up my profession with that, but I really need some space. So I think it's a worthy sacrifice. I'll undo it next time.
Need help? Be careful.
Not sure where it is. Well, anyway, that was a song. It's somewhere on my YouTube page, if you like it. Also has some pictures, if you're into that. By the way, I was thinking, I have to add something to the whole workout regimen because I have some grueling chores that I have to do. That I have to write down somewhere. So why don't I just make a whole accountability thing of this fucking channel? Wait, let me make sure I don't walk into something dangerous. Let me take a quick break at this tower where I write down a couple of things. Tower of Azora. Hail.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, this is very cozy. Alright. So, I have to fix my dishwasher and I have to remove a fucking mantelpiece. I don't know how. It is so annoying because my dear significant other offered to ask a dude in the family, but I don't want other dudes doing shit in my house. It's this fucking weird thing that I have, but I can't have that. So I think let's do it like this. Fix bathroom. No, this has to be quicker, I think, because it takes a. I'm never gonna die, guys. So I'm gonna put it here. Fix mantelpiece. Fix dishwasher. Fix bathroom. There you go. All right. All right. So if I die once, which is not going to happen, I have to do kettlebell training. I have to fix the mantelpiece, fix the dishwasher, and fix my bathroom, which are all fucked. Right. Right. This is good. Hey, enough talk. Let me get you through some nice D&D episodes where I talk. Go. Make sure you can see my knife. Yes. Key in order to find. Okay, it's a bad recording, but it is what it is. And let me make sure. If in the background, episode 108. Jesus. That's insane. All right. Because, yeah, you know, it's fine to have this little adventure with workouts, but I'm starting to feel, maybe you're the same if you're, 30, and I don't know, is this with every 30-year-old guy? I get the feeling that we all get we either look washed out or we look like an average handyman. Like there's no pretty guys anymore around 30. It's all rough. It's like we all look like we fight in Warhammer 40k. Like at least that's my assessment. Oh, I'm not gonna die. What the hell? Someone did this. Someone had the rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer. That means they done that on hardcore. Whoa. Someone's getting world buff. Someone's raiding on hardcore. That's insanity. Yeah. Do you... I have a question. If you do chores... Well, I'm not saying, like, household chores, but more like you have to fix things, like DIY handyman shit, and you're not good at it. What do you do? Because I don't want guys in my house. I mean, I might ask my dad. He doesn't know. He knows quite a lot, and I have a friend who knows a lot, and I try to look up YouTube, but I'm just too lazy to do it. What is your motivation to get shit done in the house? I mean, I think mine is that it makes me feel like a Viking, I guess. But there's an exhaustion. Those motivational things, like it makes me feel like this and that, those get exhausted around this age, because technically I am the heroic age. You know, I'm almost 34, so in the Second World War I would be a commander or something. Anyway, hey, why don't we get to listen to the episode? Enjoy. So they are looking for a dragon key in order to enter the acadamae of Mariabok. Enjoy. The remaining night wizards gifted with the powers to enter the Septum Outpath. You are chosen by the Mycoloid Crystarium to guide the Iron Brotherhood into the Septum Outpath. You already know what the Septum Outpath is, essentially. Corin dubbed it as a playground for the gods, which is the role you are about to fulfill. Now, there are other reasons for you to enter the academy. For Destry, the Kumbarine source is somewhere inside the academy. The people who wrote the story stones can be found there. Well, for Rogar, this star metal prophecy revolves around you. And for Corin, way back, I think we're literally talking years ago, you were in search of star metal. Now, Rogar doesn't know this. So... yeah, as you... so, Corin, with your permission, I will... I want to discuss with you what your star metal search was in the beginning. Is that okay for the other players to know about?
Yeah.
So, way back, you and Hargis sort of met up, and you were scanning the diaspora for star metal. Was there anything else during that time that you were in search of, or can we maybe sort of manufacture that story as we go along?
Yeah, we can kind of fill in the blanks.
All right. So
As we go, I'd have to review like some of the old RP from.
yeah, yeah. It just I noticed we've been doing this for 2.5 years almost. So yeah, it's a lot. I suppose it's only fair to ask you, as a player and as a character, what do you know of Horelclicum, or commonly known as star metal?
Well, star metal isn't exactly a completely foreign thing. Adamantine is perhaps one of the more common star metals, although it is, quite rare still, because adamantium. But, yeah, the different metals have a lot of various properties, and star metal was kind of the thing that, with the unique metals, like, he thought that would be kind of a key part in elevating himself above the constraints of his physical fleshy body. Star metal was kind of like the thing. I think he's kind of looking for something that he would be able to use to
Transcend flesh.
yeah, those are the words I'm looking for.
Right.
Like in some ways, since you're getting more into Warhammer lore too, but in some ways I think he's kind of looking for what happened to the Necrons, but perhaps not
Shit.
that whole process should have been, transferring his soul into a body of living metal.
Yeah, I mean, your holy mission as Corin is to transcend the valley and others, maybe into a realm that is absent flesh. Suffice to say that as you were searching for star metal, what you noticed was that you were on a trail of the star metal through the diaspora. But what you noticed as you visited the valley is that star metal spirals around the Valley of Wanderers. In other words, if you have the map of the Pact Worlds, which you can find by going through a browser, suffice to say that all around Bertheda, there is a sort of spiraling orbit that has star metal scattered around. And if you look at the diaspora, there's sort of a trajectory that can be seen closing in on Bertheda. Let's just say that you traveled from Agaton through Idari, then the Diaspora, and then you found a trail. But as you entered the valley, you also noticed that Octurne has a trail leading to Bertheda, Liavara has a trail, and Triaxis has the same trail. Does it make sense what I'm trying to explain here?
So you're saying like from the diaspora, there's I guess path like where you can see like, all right, Star Metal has either gone from here to this area or vice versa.
Indeed.
Okay.
And there are other places that has that trail as well, which you only found out as you entered the Valley of Wanderers. However, Star Metal itself is extremely rare within the valley. You expected there to be a rich deposit of it, yet such a thing has not been found. How about we park your RP backstory of Star Metal there, but let's just say that your early searching for Triune and Star Metal suddenly seems to have reached a turning point. You actually get to see something of what you were trying to find ever since Triune gave you that voice modulator. Alright guys. Here we are in the Dragonstone Stone graveyard. The true dragons just observe you, Rogar, as you knelt before them. And they asked you to find the dragon key. They want the dragon key because they wish to find the Star Metal dragon, or the prophesized one, to avenge their little brother and to save the dragon husks. So what do you guys do?
Well, they had wanted to see if he was going to kneel in the first place. And
Yeah.
Korn's the one that convinced him to do it.
Yeah, and Rogar actually knelt before them, which was sort of the cliffhanger of the previous session, right?
Mm.
So yeah, Rogar, tell us, you knelt before them. Is there anything you wish to do? Or do you await their instructions?
I think after a little moment he'll stand back up, not waiting for their cue. Yeah, and they mentioned some sort of a riddle earlier that they were working on.
Yes. Very good. Very good. He said... let's see here. Yeah, so at the start of this graveyard, you read the motto, which is an old dragon motto: shadows and vapors all the same, zinners and vipers all in one, which means something along the lines of even sinners deserve honor. Now, the two dragons were trying to solve a riddle, you're exactly right, reading tombstones, but they were in discussion with each other. Because it involved a lot of history alongside the valley, and they're too proud to really talk about the history that doesn't involve them. They were discussing something up here.
Did you ping something when you said up here?
Yes, I did.
Can you ping it again?
It's at the top,
Okay.
yeah, top circle. Well, I think Rogar having a moment of just standing around and being very displeased. After a while, he will slowly start to walk to the tombstones to check if they're reacting, but also, just to move along, I guess.
Yeah. So the 3 tombstones that they're referring to are the 3 ones just above the dragon's head. So these ones, right? Shit. Wait, one moment. Right. So right up there. And assuming you go there, there are a
If
couple of...
Rogar starts, yeah, okay, there we go. Corin is hot on his heels, and
Right.
his normal arms are, tucked into his cloak. His cloak is kind of pulled around him, but you can see the 2 mechanical arms that he now has are twitching excitedly.
Yeah, exactly. So, to your right, Corin, you see a plate. A plate that has not really anything interesting in terms of markings, but you do notice something along the edges. Please throw a, I think a mysticism check will do. Great. Yeah. You see a slight indentation on the edges of this plate, and you sense that there's a lot of frost magic coming from it. Rogar, in front of you, you see 3 tombstones, and I'm going to refer the left one as the left tombstone, the middle one is the middle tombstone, and the right one is the right tombstone. Which one are you?
Genius, absolutely.
I know. I try.
You madman!
Bloody psychopath we've got here.
So, which one are you looking at?
Thinking left is right, left. What a madman! We'll go with the left first.
Now wait a. When you say left, are you like Rogar's left or?
Here we go. Yeah. All right. So on the left, first of all, shit. All right, I got a bail. Heal up. Let's go. Alright, doesn't help to equip one of those things without properly training it first. I have to get back to the shovel, it seems. Whew. Alright. Okay, let's do that again. We only need one more, so we're almost done. Oh, nice. Let's wear that. They have good drops for low level. I mean, bear in mind, I can't use the auction house, so this is sort of how I get my gear now.
You see an undead in flames speaking with a Barathu and a knight. And the depiction is like a conversation.
So the undead is not excruciatingly in pain from the flames, he's just in flames.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting. What about the middle tombstone?
The Konar undead, which is a poisonous undead. So you see a undead who has biles on his face and has an air of poisonous vapor, is fighting the Barathu and the knight.
For the Alliance.
And the last tombstone, right?
A frozen undead sits next to a knight, and the knight and the frozen undead look up and listen to the Barathu. Are you aware what a Barathu is, Rogar? This is also meta.
Yeah, it's a form of alien.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, they're like a super advanced jellyfish.
Yeah.
I think they have some like super like because I know they're a playable race from the Alien Archive. I think they have like really cool like a mutable racial abilities.
Mhm.
Like they have like a special ability to. It's not like I want to like rewrite their genetic code or something like that.
Yep.
And like they so you can like
Day to you.
change up whatever racial bonus you have. I think it comes with like a prearranged list.
See you later.
But I think it
See you
says like
around.
ask your GM
Have a
about
good one.
other racial abilities, but it's like you can pick which one you have active.
Yeah, in the early
They're really
days,
cool.
I figured that Barathu playable race would be the Conflux Veritas.
I'm just saying, this Barathu alien reminds me so much of this stupid jellyfish from Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah.
This one is enkindled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These depictions on the gravestones. This is not the tale of. Isn't any tale of Marcus Notcher, is it? This is something on its own.
Correct.
And this is nothing. This is not another folk tale or some sort of story that is fairly well known.
Throw a culture check. It's not well known.
May I also throw culture to
Of course.
see if he's picked up the story in his many attempts at digging through libraries.
Yeah, so, Corin, Rogar, you find the undead and the knights and the Barathu to be arduous beings, and you're too proud to really care about them. But
It's like, no dragons.
yeah, exactly. But Corin, what you do deduce by now is that the Barathu and whoever the night wizards are and the undead seem to have made a pact in the past which has created what is now known to be as the Night Wizard Council and other tendrils of power that you are slowly but certainly cobbling together as the end is nigh within the valley. Suffice to say that the Cyphernauticum, which is the undead within the valley, and the Night Wizards and the Barathu are looking for the same thing. And in search of that, they have created the Acadamae of Mariobog and all the other inventions coming from the Night Wizard Council, the undead, and the Conflux Veritas within the valley. That's all you really know, but it seems to herald a collaboration between the three races. If you want to investigate one of these races, you'll have to throw a specific culture check on those.
Well, I know the undead specifically have a pretty significant presence here in the valley, and in fact a lot of the people here seem to revere undead. Kind of reminds me of kind of like a little bit more mild example than Eox in the Pact Worlds planet of the undead. Like, there are living beings on there, and many of the living beings that are working there are indentured servants hoping to
Well met.
garner favor from their undead masters to become undead themselves and get what they see as like eternal life, like their own
Have a good one.
form of
Farewell. Need help?
evolution
See you
to
around.
what they believe is a higher state of being, or a more potent state.
Yeah.
The native Eoxians are big on making themselves undead.
Yeah, you're pretty on point with the Cyphernauticum. You know that the Solar Tier is the most civilized and one of the most powerful factions within the valley. Frostier you know little about, and the Konar Tier is basically the dangerous kind. You fought them in the Cyphernauticum Temple way back.
Yeah, because just like Eox, you know, Eox officially part of the Pact Worlds, but there's the rather large minority of Eoxians that didn't want to join the Pact, and they broke off and became the Corpse Fleet, which is well known as being one of the most dangerous rogue elements in the Pact Worlds.
Upon looking further on the tombstones, Corin, you notice something on the chest plate of the knight, and you notice something on the right tombstone where the frozen undead sit next to a knight and is listening to the Barathu. So which do you investigate?
I want to look at the chess piece.
You have to throw a culture check again. Yeah. You see a circle which has the form of...
Right. So I'll have to hand in the quest here. Then I'm gonna return to a safer place because my guy needs to rest, so that we get the rested XP bonus. I always see it as a nice way to stop playing
Greetings.
for obvious reasons.
Careful.
Yeah.
Light bless
Oh
you.
man, there's so many quests.
Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Will do. And what do you want, kind sir?
How are you?
Swift
Safe
message.
travels.
For the Griffin. Yeah,
Have a good one.
of course. See if there are any other quests. I don't remember. I always... Westfall is just something that I do in one go. I forget all of it afterwards. But I do like Westfall. It sort of reminds me of one of those... There's a Pathfinder adventure path called Rise of the Rune Lords or Burnt Offerings, and that one also starts at one of those sort of farm fields, as it were. Let's make sure there are no other quests that we're missing out on. Then I'm gonna relax and watch a movie. I've been watching tons of movies. So like I said, License to Kill. I also watched the Casino Royale. So I think I'm just gonna watch all James Bonds to stay motivated to work out. And by the way, when I say work out, I mean exercise, and I mean like, I think I just mean I want to be strong, but I don't think I'm going. I think I'm gonna give up on the Conan the Barbarian aesthetic. Like that boat has sailed. Now it's just I just have to look
See you around.
strong,
Safe travels.
like
See you later.
like my goal is to look like one of the henchmen from John Wick. I think that's pretty much attainable for me. Right, what did he give me? Oh yeah, let's go to Stormwind. Okay.
Hey there.
I need to write fast. I have an important message to deliver.
Safe travel.
Alright, let's go to Stormwind. Go to the old town there. And then also train for the paladin. And then we will rest up. Yeah, guys, I think this is going to be a fun, sober October. If you have nothing to do, and if you want to feel change, please challenge yourself with Sober October. You can also join the whole movement where you aid in cancer research. Leave a like if you want me to help with that. Maybe you can... I'm not a sponsor or anything, and they don't sponsor me, but I definitely am willing to do it because it's fun. It's a fun cause to do. And if you want to know how that works, just leave a like and I'll show you how to do all that. Additionally, yeah, like if you want to challenge yourself or if you have a drinking problem, it's just 1 month and you'll definitely... It will definitely highlight some benefits, especially with coffee for me. Like, whenever I stop drinking coffee in October, it's difficult to start drinking it again afterwards because I feel so relaxed. Yeah, the thing with me and coffee is I always get energized, but I also get very annoyed. So, and I'm a mood swingy kind of person. So, yeah. Without coffee, that is way more stable. Which also might be good for streaming, actually, because sometimes I'm just... I don't know, I'm so not talkative. Now, I'm like... It's as if I have ADHD, but this is me operating on no coffee whatsoever, or drinks. That's good. Oh, yay, Sober October. I never took a good look at this statue. By the way, Old Town, I'm not sure if that's like, if they've done that on purpose, but I think Old Town is also the oldest thing in WoW. Like, this is what they made first, I guess. Or the Barons, maybe.
Greetings.
No, they made the Alliance first. This was...
Later.
Like, you can also see it in textures. Like, this is definitely 1998 shit. What did he give me? Dungar Long Drink? And let's go to the Cathedral of Light. And that'll be the sesh. Oh, what a day. It was filled with freedom and creativity. I like that. Shit. Wrong way. Level 11. If I get past 13, if I get to 14, that's the highest I've ever been. I know. Just for the record, even though I'm going to do the exercise thingy, I will not film myself doing the exercises. I think that's... I'm not secure or confident enough to share those things about my life. And this channel is meant to be a little bit secretive. Your secret fix. And maybe exercising can also be our secret fix next to this game. Hi. Thank you. I feel welcomed. Now, where's your paladin trainer?
You need something?
I need to train with a paladin. There we go. Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker. Catherine the Pure.
Greetings.
Ooh.
For the Alliance.
We have a lot of skills. Whoa, look at me, man. I learned skills. Can't wait to try them out. I'm gonna live, guys. I'm never gonna die. I'm gonna get all fat from not working out. Hey, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a good one. Do I have, like, something? No. No. Not at all. Anything else that I want to say? There is something. Oh, yeah. If you have a chance, check out Transformers, the new movie. It's fucking great.